Welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm so happy that you're here. I'm really sorry I haven't uploaded a video in a very long time. I just can't seem to find time to film, and I'm always busy, always doing something, and I'm really sorry. I know that's not an excuse, and I feel really bad because I do want to keep uploading videos and I do want to film videos. It's just finding time to film during good lighting is so difficult for me. I'm hoping to upload a new video every Tuesday and Thursday. That is my new goal. Hopefully I can stick to it. Like, I really want to be able to do that, just so I can get these videos out on a consistent basis and not just so like sporadically. And I'm still trying to find my groove with YouTube and filming and editing. So I hope you guys can bear with me as I figure this stuff out and just sort of get everything rolling and consistent for you guys, which I obviously want to do. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing an eyebrow threading tutorial. Don't mind my eyebrows, they have been looking pretty crazy the last few days just because I've been letting them grow out a little so I can show you guys a proper tutorial of how to thread your eyebrows. I didn't want to have like clean eyebrows and then do a threading tutorial because that would make no sense. I've only really had my eyebrows threaded. I've been threading my eyebrows for about 10 years now, and I really like the way that I have my eyebrows. They're never too thick, they're never too thin. I typically get my eyebrows done professionally once every 2 months, and in between that time interval I just thread or I tweeze the random little hairs that grow in. So let's just get into the tutorial. You only really need two things. Obviously the first thing you need is thread. I like to use white thread. Honestly, it doesn't matter what color the thread is. For some reason, I gravitate towards the white just because that's what my eyebrow lady uses. God bless her. She's so good at eyebrows. Like, I don't even have to say anything. Just go in, lie down, she does my eyebrows, she starts doing her thing, and then I come out and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, new person, you know? Just feel so good about myself after I get my eyebrows done. But anyways, thread is just from the dollar store and it's regular thread. And then I also have my tweezers just to sort of clean anything up after I've threaded my eyebrows, because sometimes the hairs are too small for the thread to pull out, so I just have to go in with a tweezer and get those out. The first thing you do is you grab your thread, take about 30 centimeters, break that off, and then I'll fold it in half and line up the ends of the string and then just knot it. And I like to take this end and wrap it through that hole a few times, like 3 or 4 times. This just makes it super tight so that when you're going back and forth with the string, it doesn't break. And then once I've wrapped it through the hole 3 or 4 times, I just pull it like any other knot and it makes a bigger knot. So I open up the string and I hold it between the first 3 fingers, just like this, and then I just twist. So I'm holding this side steady while I'm twisting with the other hand. And I just twist a few times, just like, I don't know, keep going, keep going. You want to twist it enough so that when you're moving the string back and forth like this, it kind of feels a little bit tight. It's not very loose, but you don't want to twist it so much that when you are moving the string back and forth, it starts to get knotted. Because sometimes if you've twisted it too much, it'll get really knotted in one area and then you can't really move the string anymore. If that ever does happen, you just need to untwist it, like twist the opposite way, and then the problem should be solved. So the way that you thread is based on how you move your hands, and you can see that I'm just sort of opening my hands and it moves the twisted part of the string. So the more I open, the further the twist goes to the opposite side. So if I open this hand, the twisted section of the thread moves to this side, the opposite side. So that's the basis of threading, is you want to get the hair that you're trying to pull out in this open section here. So when you have the hair here, you want to open your hand this way, and then that will sort of wrap the hair and pull it out. And I also recommend washing your face beforehand so that your pores are a little more open. I would suggest probably practicing this movement first so that you get the hang of it before you actually attempt to do it on your eyebrows. I like to start with the middle section of my eyebrows just because I can get into a sort of groove with the string and I won't really mess up on the more important sections of the eyebrows. So what I like to do is I just go into the middle and, like I said, open up this hand and you can see that it's twisting and it pulled some hair out. And then just keep doing that along where I see any hairs. And then you just need to angle it so that you can get the hairs that you're trying to get. And be careful, because sometimes when you are angling it, if you have it like this and you start to pull, you're gonna pull out all of these hairs. So make sure that the twisted section of the thread, that is what's gonna pull out hair. So make sure that is not lying on any hair that you don't want pulled out. The middle section definitely hurts the least when you're doing this because it's not as sensitive. And then once I finished the middle, I sort of like to go above my eyebrows in the middle section of my forehead and just sort of pull it lightly so that it doesn't look like such a harsh line. And then I like to go on top of my eyebrows and just get all the loose hairs there. I placed the open section of the thread right on top of my eyebrow, and then I very carefully thread above my eyebrow. And I just work up on the forehead a little bit, and then I do the same thing for the arch section. So my hairline does grow very, very close to my eyebrows. So when I am threading, I'm not just getting rid of my eyebrow hair, I'm also getting rid of the actual hair that grows lower down to my eyebrows just to clean out that area. And then when you're doing below your eyebrow, that's the most sensitive area. So what I do is I start at the ends and I just go right under the eyebrow. So you can see wherever my eyebrow is, I just line up the thread with that section. So you can see that the thread is lined up right against my eyebrow, and I'm just going to slowly open it little by little, very carefully. I'm just going to thread under my eyebrow. And I say little by little and very carefully because you don't want to just go quick and like take out a whole bunch of hair that you didn't want to get rid of. So be very careful when you're doing that. And I always stop right when I get super close to the eyebrow. I just stop and I remove the thread. Done. This eyebrow is cleaned up and it's looking pretty nice, I think, in comparison to this eyebrow. Obviously you can see there's still a whole bunch of random hairs under here because we haven't done it yet. So this is the difference between not done eyebrow and a completed eyebrow. You can see this one just looks cleaner and nicer, just looks like it's got its life together. So now we're gonna do this eyebrow. So same thing that I did on this side, I'm gonna start with the top of my eyebrow, lining up my thread with my eyebrow and working my way along the top. So my hairline does go really, really close to my eyebrow on this side, like there's almost no space between them. So when I'm cleaning up my eyebrows, I also clean up my hairline a little bit. Of the arch, I go the opposite way. So I start from the end and work my way towards the arch. Once I've done the top, I move on to the bottom. So again, starting from the end and working my way up to the arch. That eyebrow is all done as well, and now I just like to clean up the insides of my eyebrows, make them aligned. So I just go back to the middle and just very slowly get rid of a few hairs. Okay, and then on this side. So that's it for threading, and then I just sort of brush my face lightly with my hands to get rid of any of the excess hair that might have fallen down. Obviously you can look to see if there are any stray hairs and just tweeze them out. And then you can go back in with whatever brow products you like to use. Obviously I love my NYX Micro Brow Pencil. So I'm just going to brush it out with the spoolie end. And this is in the shade Brunette. So I like to just brush through my eyebrows with a crayon end. And I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. Just quickly outlining it and filling in my brows. When I get to the front, I'm just going to work in an upwards motion, make it look as natural as possible. And then brush it all out with the spoolie end, make sure that there's no harsh lines. And then with my Maybelline Brow Drama Brow Mascara in the translucent shade, I just brush that through my brows as well, and that's gonna hold everything in place. These are my finished brows. Obviously, they're not as great as if I had gone and done them professionally, but this will suffice for those days when I just can't make it to the salon. So that's it for the threading tutorial. I hope it was helpful. I hope I was able to explain everything clearly and give you guys an understanding of how you can thread your own eyebrows. Obviously, I didn't become good at threading overnight. It took a lot of practice. I have been doing my own eyebrows for about 3 years now, so it has taken me a lot of practice to get here, but honestly, anyone can do it. It's not difficult. You just have to be super careful with the first few times when you do them, just because it is really easy to mess up, so just be a little bit weary of this. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Snapchat, which is Simply Suja, and my Instagram, which is simply.suja, because somebody else took Simply Suja, which was so unfortunate, but it's okay, it's close enough. And I've also started a Twitter account for Simply Suja, which I will be linking to all of my other accounts soon enough. I'm not the best with technology, so it kind of takes me some time to figure all of this stuff out. So like I said, I am going to try my absolute best to upload a new video every Tuesday and Thursday, so look out for those. But I think that's all I have to say, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. But until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!